Alright guys, well hey, I appreciate you guys coming back to the channel, MTG Noob 52. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos. This is going to definitely be the last time that I talk about this deck. I've talked about this thing like 3 times and had a couple videos on here about it, and honestly I feel like it's getting played out. I mean, it's my best deck, but I don't want to discuss it every day. So this will be the last video I talk about on this one. But this is that growing giant deck, and what it is pretty much is these cards right here, these two. It's Splinter Frot and Boneyard Worm, and what it is, their power and toughness is going to be equal to the creatures in the graveyard. So obviously it's a self-milled deck. What I'm trying to do is actually, I need these 2 cards in my hand or on the battlefield. Then I can, grind myself and make make these guys huge. The difference is one of them has trample. Splinter Frot has trample, and at the beginning of my upkeep I put 2 cards in the graveyard. So that card is really awesome. And then the Boneyard Worm is just equal to the creatures in graveyard, no tramp or anything. But there is cards that you can put on him. You can equip it with it and make him have trample or flying, which is what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, this is the deck here. I'll start off over here. This is Gnaw to the Bone, and what it is that you gain 2 life for each creature in the graveyard, and you can also flashback it. So I got 3 in here, but I think I'm going to only have 2. But for right now I got 3 in here. You can flashback it. So if these guys are 15/15s, there's 15 creatures in the graveyard, so I'm going to gain 30 life, for 1 card. So I mean, it's a great life gainer card. The next one's going to be Deadly Recluse. It is a 1/2, but it has reach and death touch. I'll always put death touch in all my decks. I always like to have something with death touch and reach, or they're flying. Because if you can't block flyers, then chances are you're not going to win. So I got 4 of the Deadly Recluses in here. Got 4 Splinter Frots, 4 Boneyard Worms I've already discussed. This is a great card also if I can ever get it in my hand. I only have 2 in here. That's why I might take one of the Gnaw the Bones out and put it one of these Kissing Cage Breakers. What it is, he's a 3/4. It costs 5 mana. But when he attacks, I put a 2/2 green wolf creature token onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, for each creature in my graveyard. So if I have 15 creatures in the graveyard, I put 15/15 green wolf creatures attacking. So I mean, it is an awesome card. So I think I will take Gnaw to the Bone out and add one of them. I guess that's Galtree, however you want to pronounce it. It costs him 8 mana to come out as a 10/10, but he costs 1 less for each creature card in the graveyard. So I mean, if you have 8 creatures in the graveyard, it's just going to cost just that 1 forest right there to put him out. So I mean, it's a great card also. I only got 2 of them in here. I have 4. I only got 2 in here. Acidic Slime. He's got Death Touch. He's a 2/2. But when he comes in, he destroys a target artifact, enchantment, or land. So it's a great card. I always have them in all my green decks, especially for the Death Touch. It makes people really think before they attack you with a big creature. Tracker's Instinct. Reveal top 4 cards of your library. Put a creature card in your hand. The rest in the graveyard. So that's a great card to get. You're going to put a creature in your hand, but then you hope that you can grind some creatures in the graveyard. Same thing about Dawn Treader Elk. I got 4 of them. Pretty much, what I do with these guys, I'm just going to block and attack, hopefully get them killed. Or I can just sacrifice them, pay a green, sacrifice, and put a land onto the battlefield. So it's a great card. I'm really just trying to get some, creatures in the graveyard. Same thing with Bond Beetle. He's just a little 0/1, but it only costs 1 mana to put out. And he puts a 1/1 counter on a target creature, so he can do it to himself when he comes in and deal 1/2. But really, I'm just trying to get these guys killed. I'm going to block and attack with them to get them in the graveyard as quick as I can and get these Splinter Frots in my hand. So like I said, it is a grind deck to yourself. So I do have some grind cards. And this right here is where I definitely need some suggestions, because I only have, 7 grind cards, in blue, I guess I'd say. This Tome Scour I'm going to replace because it's not standard legal. I'm going to replace it with the Tome Scour, or not Tome Scour, with either Dream Twist or Thought Scour is what it's called. Here it is. I'm going to replace it with Thought Scour. Target player puts the top 2 cards in the library, and I get to draw a card. So yeah, so this is pretty much the deck. Then I got these forbidden right here. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them in the hand, rest in the graveyard. Kind of the same thing as Tracker and Instinct. So, you know, this is it right here. So, I mean, I got about 20 land, I believe. Or 20, I got 21 land. So that right there, I mean, any suggestions help, guys. But really, that's the deck. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, I will have videos posted every night. I know this isn't great quality. My camera sucks. Maybe my wife will buy me a new one. But this is the deck right here, guys. So, you know, look it over. Just let me know what you guys think. There's the sleeves on it.